Good afternoon. I want to take a moment and remind everybody that there is life after the legislative session, and one of the things that's coming up in the near future are the party caucus nights. Those take place on March 5th. I just want to talk through how you can get involved with those if you've never gone to a caucus night before, and talk a little bit about why it's important that you do participate regardless of which caucus you attend. Now, caucus is where the parties select the delegates that will then attend the state and county conventions. Now, what happens at state and county conventions is the delegates vote for various candidates in the political parties, and those candidates ultimately end up on the primary election ballot on June 25th. So, if you want to be a part of that process of selecting the candidates that will ultimately end up on the ballot for the primary, then you need to attend caucus night, because a caucus night, again, is where those delegates are elected. So a caucus is made up of your neighbors. It's a local area that gets together and talks about how they feel about the different candidates, how they feel about the issues, and then nominates and votes for delegates to represent that caucus. So if you want to go vote at the state convention or one of the county conventions for those candidates who are only within the boundaries of a single county, you'll want to go to that caucus night. First off, you'll need to be a member of the party if you're going to the Republican caucus, and for the Democratic caucus, you can also show up there. The important part for the Republicans this year is they're doing their presidential preference poll at their caucus night. Now, if you remember back to 4 years ago, we actually had a standalone presidential primary. This year, the Republicans have decided to do that as a part of their caucus night. So you'll go, you'll check in, and you'll be able to vote for the presidential candidates for the Republican Party, along with voting for the delegates who will ultimately vote for the other state and county candidates at the conventions. So look for that on March 5th. You can go to the party's website to find out more information about that, whether the Republican Party's website or the Democratic Party website. For the Democrats, they are not doing their presidential preference poll at caucus night. They're using the state system to have a presidential primary. So if you've signed up for that, you'll already get your ballot in the mail. You'll be able to vote there. But if you want to vote in the presidential preference caucus, you'll have to go to caucus night again on March 5th. So we encourage you to do that. It's a good opportunity to meet with the candidates, to talk with your neighbors, to get to know the citizens that you may represent, whether it's through the political party system or just otherwise. It's a good opportunity to be in touch with your neighbors, to be in touch with the political process. So encourage you to be involved, encourage you to go to those caucus nights again on March 5th. Go to the party's websites for more information. Thank you.